Welcome to our Q&A part 1. Today's video we are going to talk about Ryan and I and parenthood and answer all your questions. And in another video we're going to answer your questions about IVF and infertility. We're going to break it up into 2 different videos. We received so many questions from you guys and we basically just chose 10 for each video. And Brinley's going to be joining us sleeping because she will not take a nap in her room or her crib or...
In order for to get this video done, we need to have her sleeping.
Yes.
So,
and
her here.
It's been a long week with her. She's been going through some major changes, and so...
Yep.
Anyways.
We digress.
First question. How did Ryan and I meet?
So I used to work at a little pizza place, like a little mom and pop pizza place, and actually directly next door was a hair salon. So she was a receptionist. I was a pizza boy.
I was 16, he was 18.
Yeah, and one day she saw me actually walking out to my car and thought I was a hot stud muffin. Made a comment to one of her co-workers, and then...
He was tall, tan, and super blonde, like bleach blonde.
Yeah. But anyways, and then I later find out that the hot girl next door thought I was attractive. I'm like, who? What? Where? Like, I didn't know anybody was even working there. Long story short, they ended up having her work. I ended up giving her like a couple bucks to go buy a Pepsi while I was working, and so we could finally meet. And boy, was that an awkward exchange. Oh,
it's
hi,
super awkward.
How are you doing? My name's Ryan. I'm gonna buy a Pepsi. Like,
and then I walk out.
that was it. And then like a day or two later, I had my brother go in to get a haircut so I can, you know, really meet and kind of sit down and talk to her a little bit while she's working. I'm sure
I remember my
like that, but
face got like so red. Like I couldn't believe he came in on purpose.
Yeah.
For me, and then he asked me
to
come over.
Yep, asked for your number and everything else, and then it kind of went from there.
Yeah.
So off and on for a few years, and
yeah, we didn't date consistently. Like from age 16 to now, we were on and off, and then probably mid college for me is when we got really serious, and then
kind of got back together and started getting a little more serious.
Yeah, and then we were consistent with that. But that's how we met. We were young. We worked at places that really had nothing to do with our lives now.
And neither place. Oh no, I guess your place is still up, but they relocated. But
yeah,
my place is closed. Yeah,
so that's how we met. Which leads us into how did Ryan propose. Every year my family and I go to Florida during the summer, and there's like 20 of us. Well, we used to do this. There's 20 of us that usually go on this trip, and Ryan never, I don't think you ever went with me once.
No.
Because he was in school still. So what happened was I was on vacation for about 4 days or so, and we were gonna go out to dinner, and I remember my mom calling saying, oh, I can't go out to dinner. I'm not feeling well, so Dad's gonna come pick you and your brother up. So my dad comes, picks us up, and he goes, oh, we need to go back to the condo and get Mom. And I said, oh, I thought Mom was sick. Oh no, she's not sick. And then I started asking you a million questions, and my dad, well, now he should be here for this story actually.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
He claims that I was asking a million questions, so then he changes the topic and he says,
he floored it, and he stepped on the gas or something, didn't he?
Well, yeah, he started, he was trying to go fast to where we needed to be. And he says that my other brother texted him, and he goes, oh, your brother says that there's dolphins on the beach. Let's go check them out. And I'm like, dolphins? Like, how are there dolphins on the beach? Yeah. Again, asking more questions, which made him go even faster. So we pull up to where we need to be. And like everyone is legit. Remember, there's 20 of us, and they're all making like a semicircle. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, like there's really dolphins on the beach. And so we're running, and everyone's like, hurry up, hurry up. Yeah, Ryan's hiding behind everybody. You had like a little heart made.
Yep. Yeah, I had a heart of roses. And
my mom and sister-in-law did that.
Yeah, because everything was bang, bang, bang. I literally had just arrived to Florida. I wasn't on that beach for probably longer than 2 minutes. I still had all my luggage on the beach and whatnot. And so I had them prep it beforehand, prep the heart with the roses and will you marry me?
Here I am thinking he did all this, and then after I find out.
Yeah, and holy smokes, I was like hyperventilating. I wanted to pass out.
So everyone's yelling, and my dad and I are running down the beach, and then as soon as we get up there, everyone parts ways. And
part ways.
Yeah, part ways. Yeah. And there's Ryan, and I am like shocked. Like, I love being surprised, and this was like the best surprise. And you don't really surprise me often or ever. What? But this was my favorite surprise, and it was because I was surprised that you were there.
Yeah.
And I was surprised I was getting proposed to. So
yeah, best decision I ever made.
Best day ever.
Yeah.
One of the best days ever.
Yeah, for sure.
So I actually have a link. My brother has our proposal video on his YouTube, so I will link that below if you guys are interested in watching it.
It's an older video. So,
it's an older video. Yeah, we got engaged in 2010, July 1st, 2010. So that's how we got engaged, and it was so awesome. And then he got to finish out the vacation with us for another 2 or 3 days, so that was fun.
Yeah, that was good. So, good time. A lot of fun. Yeah.
That led us to our wedding day. We got married July 21st, 2012. Our anniversary is coming up in 2 days. It'll be 7 years.
Yeah.
7 years, it's crazy.
Time's flying.
We had a great wedding. It was a nice day. It was sunny. It was beautiful.
Yeah, awesome.
We had 7 bridesmaids, 7 groomsmen. We had my dog. Is anyone caught in any of our videos?
Oh, you gotta see Blizzard in the background. The Bashan.
The Bashan pillow that's always in the background, which I crack up because I always mean to put it away. And then when I do upload the videos, I'm like, oh, there he is.
I tried to sneak it in, actually, for when she went into labor. I tried to sneak it into the duffel bag, but it wouldn't fit.
It's like a focal point?
Yeah, it's a focal point, just to have this big, white, fluffy animal staring at her.
So I'm a huge dog lover. This dog was, like, my everything. I spoiled him like crazy, and we had to put him down, I don't know, a few years ago, but I still talk about him like he's here because I'm crazy. Anyways, he was in our wedding, and so we had a girl pull the wagon, and I had like my cousin who's a little baby in the wagon with my dog Blizzard.
And Blizzard's butt right in her face.
Blizzard had a tuxedo on and just so stinking cute. He was at that time blind and deaf, so he had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, he had no idea.
But anyways, it was a good wedding, and I don't know. I was 24 years old. Ryan was 26. We had a 2-year engagement, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, next question. What are some things that we like to do together?
We love to travel. Obviously, that's not going to happen for quite some time.
We got all our traveling out of the way for the most part.
And we did that intentionally, though.
We did. That was a priority.
We wanted to travel as much as we could before we had, started having our own family.
It kind of came to a point where it was like our family would be like, okay, you're done
having kids.
Yeah, you're done traveling, but we love it. We love hiking. We love doing adventurous stuff.
Being outdoors. Yeah, trying new things. Whether it was a spinnaker and whatever, and zip lining
in Mexico.
Yeah.
Our favorite vacation was Hawaii, which was our honeymoon. And I just feel like we did so many adventurous things there. Like we ziplining through Hawaii, you guys, that's where you need to zip line. That was incredible. We did like the helicopter ride with doors off.
Which is
snorkeling. What else did we do? I feel like we did a lot more than what we're saying. Yeah,
I don't know. I just remember they had the most amazing General Tso's chicken. I've never been so crabby in my life when I first arrived there. I'm so hungry. And the spaghetti was good too. The hotels that we stayed at, I think the Hilton Waikoloa, and I don't know what the other one was. The Hyatt. Because we stayed on the Big Island in Maui. Yeah.
The hotels that we stayed at had like all the birds that talked and stuff.
That was a lot of fun. But yeah, so we love this to be kind of adventurous. Go places, new places.
We collect an ornament for each vacation we go on, so. Yeah. That's what we like to do. And then besides traveling, we like to hang out with family, friends.
Yeah, chill and grill kind of thing.
Yeah.
Another question that we received was, what is one of your pet peeves about each other? Are you guys trying to make us fight on camera? Because this can get pretty ugly, because I know she has probably like 1,000 things.
I do. I didn't know which one to share.
Oh, it was a little bit harder for me because I don't want you to get mad at me.
I think I'm just not that bad to deal with.
Debatable.
So my pet peeve of his is I talk often, but I feel like what I say is important.
You always talk.
And so I'll
always talking.
Say something important, and at the end of what I say, he doesn't give a response, and I say, are you listening? And he goes, oh, what? I was doing blah, blah, blah. Well, stop me so that I don't talk for 5 minutes.
But even when I do say, oh, wait, hold on, I'm not paying attention, she's like, of course you're not paying attention. I'm like, what do you want me to do? I'm being honest. I'm not paying attention to you. I'm trying to watch this football game.
Does that happen to any of you ladies where you will talk and your husband or spouse or whoever, boyfriend, doesn't listen, and then you just don't even want to repeat yourself? And I think that's the whole point, is you just don't even want to hear me anymore.
Well, I don't know about that.
So that's my pet peeve.
Alright.
For you.
My pet peeve, man, I really do not like riding passenger in the car with her. Her eyes are so bad. She doesn't know how to brake properly.
That's not true.
She doesn't know how to step on the gas. We'll be like going turtle pace through an intersection. I'm like, are you going to get through this green light?
I don't like to gun it.
Know.
I just don't. So
yeah, I just don't feel safe, and yeah, you don't gun it at all, but then that's fine.
You'll be like, oh, glad we got through that green light.
Yeah, I'm surprised we don't get passed by a tricycle. And it all started because she tried to kill me a couple times in the vehicle.
Oh,
she hit a dead deer on the side of the road. It was on the shoulder of the road.
This was years ago.
How do you hit a deer that's literally dead on the shoulder of the road?
We went airborne and somehow managed to just keep...
I saw this thing 200 yards away, and Jared,
I didn't see it.
Barreling down. I'm like, are you gonna... Boom! I mean, we went airborne.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was gonna die. And then you crashed into a building. And that was a completely separate thing. Like 2 years later, she wants to freaking fly down the road and hit black ice, and here we go, we're spinning in circles.
I was not flying down the road. It was a curve. It was black ice.
Yeah,
I hit it. That was not my fault.
Yeah, so I just do not
and we spun and spun and spun until finally we hit something.
Yeah, we hit a light pole.
A light pole in a building. So like the front and the back end of my car was done. So basically you were safe.
Yeah.
Thank God. But
I get anxiety with you driving.
That wasn't my fault though. So
you're behind the wheel.
I'm not that bad.
Oh, she's bad. Don't let her tell you otherwise. She's bad.
All right. Well, that was a long pet peeve. What are your favorite qualities about each other?
For me, I love how determined and caring you are, and how selfless Jessica is. I mean, that is one heck of a quality to have, especially when it comes to like the IVF stuff. I mean, that just really kind of brings it all together with all the sacrifices that you had to make to, for us to start a family. That's just incredible, and I can't ask for a better wife, to be honest. There's so many other qualities, but to keep it short, I'm just gonna give those 3.
My favorite qualities are Ryan is very patient, because I am not, so I feel like he balances us out with that.
She's not patient at all.
I'm not. At least I admit it.
Mm-hmm.
I try to be, but it's hard for me. Ryan is very loving, very caring. Also, take away from like the sweet characteristics, I love that he's outgoing. I feel like if we were in a social environment, like I don't have to worry about, making sure he's okay or anything. Like we kind of could be together. We could go off. Like we're both very easy to talk to, I feel like. So yeah. I just love that he's outgoing, and we could be anywhere with anyone and have a good time. So.
That's right. What are our careers?
So we've been getting this question since we pretty much started YouTube, I feel like. We are very open, but we also want to keep things very private. So we will just be very general about this question and kind of leave it at that. Mm-hmm. So Ryan works in healthcare, and then I work in education, and we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
So, what surprised us most about parenthood? For me, I think it's just how chaotic things are when you actually leave the hospital and you get home for the very first time. But just how amazingly fast you adapt to being a parent. I never thought that I would adapt as quickly as I did, but I just remember it just being completely chaotic that first week. And then by week 2, we had already kind of understood her cries and when she needed to be changed and when she was hungry.
Made a routine, well, somewhat of a routine down by then. But I remember like the first few nights, we were just
we were a hot mess. Yeah.
Because we had the pack and play in here, the Mamaroo, the Boppy, and if she didn't like the pack and play to sleep, we're like, okay, let's hold her. Okay, she doesn't want to be held. Let's put her in the Mamaroo. Okay, she's only sleeping in there for 10 minutes. Let's, like, we did not know what she wanted. We didn't know what worked for us. We also slept in the same room, and I kind of would rather, well, the first few days probably sleep in the same room, and then I think we should have split up because both of us not getting sleep made no sense.
Yeah, we could have easily like just taken turns with which this isn't a question for the Q&A, but some of you guys were wondering why we are sleeping in separate rooms. It's because he goes to work and she still feeds in the middle of the night once or twice. So there's no point in him getting up with us. So we're still in separate rooms. I'm anxious to get back to my room. I'm anxious to get back into our room too. She sleep talks and that's very entertaining.
Very true. But she's still getting up in the night and she's just not one of those babies that is sleeping through the night yet.
Yeah, not yet.
But when she does, then I'll move back in here, which I can't wait.
Yeah.
Okay, I just sidetracked, but what else is, surprising us, being emotional. I've heard, that the girls get emotional, but I was emotional because I felt like I wasn't pulling my weight around here. Before I had her, I was very independent. I would cook and clean and do things for myself, and I couldn't because she required so much of my time, especially with nursing. So I felt like Ryan was pulling all the weight, and I just was like getting upset about it.
Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, it didn't bother me at all. That was the paternity leave was for. It's for me to help around the house, and it's a lot of work. And newborn's a lot of work. So
when you're nursing, you can't get anything done. It's like, oh, Ryan, I'm hungry. Can you bring me food, or can you make the food?
Yeah.
Or so, but we're good now. Like we get we're used to it.
Yeah.
And that's just the thing. You learn as you go. There's so many things that I think back now and I'm like, why did we do that? And things that we should definitely have changed, but.
Yeah, well, you live and learn.
Yep. Do you agree, Sleepyhead?
What are our hopes and dreams for Brinley's future?
For me, and I'm sure for us, we want her to be kind and respectful to everyone. I feel like the world lacks that, and I want that to be instilled in her, and no questions asked. That is how she is to everyone. We want her to have hopes and dreams that are not something that Ryan and I push upon her. It's something that she wants to fulfill down the road, and we want her to achieve those dreams and not just
I want her to realize that nothing's gonna be just given to you. You have to go out and earn it. I think there's just too many times where people just expect free handouts. I'm not trying to offend anybody, but I really want her to be, kind of putting her feet first and walking towards a goal.
That's what we're there for, is to guide her,
right?
Not to give it to her.
She has some hardships coming to her life. I want her to be able to tackle them, learn from them, and spin them around to in a positive way, if all possible.
And I want this to be an example of that. We've gone through one of the biggest hardships of our lives, and we've used YouTube as a platform to help. In my opinion, we've helped others.
I hope we helped others. I hope we do help others.
Yeah, just with our story alone or giving out information, and we want her to go through her hardships and know that she can help people through those and not just dwell on them.
Yeah, not sulk in them.
Yeah. So, but the main thing is I want her, to fulfill, whatever career she wants to, and just be a well-rounded human. Basically.
It would be kind of wild if she became like an IVF doctor.
Ryan brought that up the other day.
I thought that would be really kind of like full circle.
That would be amazing. Awesome. And we said we don't want IVF to define her life. I know that this YouTube channel is geared towards, the IVF infertility world, but I don't want that to define Brinley, and I don't think that it does. We don't go around saying, oh, well, this is our IVF baby, because that's not how we view her. So
no, she's our little miracle.
You guys can't see her head's got her. She keeps sinking.
Yeah, she's our little miracle baby.
Yeah,
we love her.
Do we plan on making a book or video for Brinley when she is older? Check, already done. I am big on Shutterfly books, and so I wanted to make that a for sure thing that I got done. I kind of started it before she was born. I wish I kind of did majority of it, because then she came along and I felt like I had no time. But anyways, the book, I'm in love with it. The book starts from transfer day for us, and then it goes to all my pregnancy bump pictures and all like the symptoms I was feeling. It goes through gender reveal, labor and delivery, like it basically the whole journey of us being pregnant till the end, to when she's born, and then her newborn pictures, I think, is the end. And I think it's such a good book for her to have. It's the perfect story. Yeah. Like in a book, basically. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, I can't wait for her to like I'm sorry. I just can't wait to like tell her our story. Like, I'm not ashamed of her story. No one should feel ashamed of your story. Like, it's a great story, and she should feel so special, especially because she was our only embryo. Yeah. She survived the pack. We always tell her that. Yeah. And so I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, somebody said, oh, you should make like a time capsule kind of video, but
our subscriber Jordan said that.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, she had a lot of questions
idea. For us. The only problem with that is just look at VHS. Nobody has a VHS player anymore, so if we were to create a video, is there going to be something to play it on, 10, 15 years from now?
I mean, it would be digital.
So we wanted to do just something paperback or hard copy.
But we might do the video down the road. We might.
We may. It's a really good idea.
It's a very good idea.
I don't know. Technology's just so fast.
Yeah, too fast for us.
Yeah.